I'm now going to cover the topic of how to use the record and playback facilities of an Edison Argos that has a hard drive connected to it. So what we'll do initially is we'll just simply flick to a channel here that we wish to record, okay? So we'll go to network 2. And I'm coming along, and maybe I'm a big fan of tweenies, so I simply hit the record button, and that's it. Once you hit the button, this screen displays in the bottom telling you the name of the channel and what time it started recording at. Okay. Now, an interesting feature of this particular box is that I can now flick to another DTT channel, and the recording on RTE2 will still continue as normal. Okay. And if I flick to TG Catter, once again we can see the record is still working on the original network 2. But once I try to flick over to BBC, which is one of the satellite channels, it asks me, do I want to end the recording on network 2? Now, this is because currently with the software version that's in the box, although the hardware is capable of doing it, you can't record the satellite while looking at the DTT or vice versa. Now, with a software upgrade is coming in April of 2010, which is probably only a few weeks away, it'll be possible actually to have independence between the two, the DTT and the satellite. So at this point I'll actually say no, we don't want to end recording, and I'll actually flick back to network 2. So if I reach the point now where I'd like to stop the recording, I'd actually hit the stop button here. Do I want to end the recording? I'll say yes, and I exit. And when I go to play this back, unfortunately you can't just hit the play button to bring up a playback menu. You have to hit the menu button, and you go over as far as the USB menu, USB sub-menu, and there's an option here that says Record Manager. So I click in here, and you can see the program that we're just recording. Now, a very handy feature this is, it gives you the time that it was recorded, the duration of the recording, and also the space taken up in the hard drive, but also a picture built in here. So you can actually flick down and wait to see the picture of the particular thing you're after recording. So, you know, if you weren't quite sure of when or how it was recorded, this is makes it very easy to identify what the recording was. So if I wanted to play that back, I simply aim the remote control of the box and press OK, and it starts the recording back, and I can use the forward rewind functions, things like this. Now, to stop the recording, I simply hit the stop button. If I pick the program that I had seen and I wanted to delete it off the system, I'd simply come along and choose the blue option here, which is there, hit blue, hit exit. Now, at that point, it's just marked for deletion, hasn't actually deleted it yet. So from that perspective, it's very different than the Sky Plus box will say. Hit exit, and it says, are you sure you'd like to delete it? And if I say yes, it's actually saving the data now and deletes that from the system. Now, just moving briefly on, we'll say, if I wanted to record a program that was upcoming, I can hit the AnyVision option here, and it brings up an EPG, which would be a full 7-day EPG. It's available certainly on the terrestrial channels. And I'll just move to the next program that's on the thing here, and I'll hit the record facility here. So it's adding to the timer. That particular thing is going to be timed. And what we'll do now is I'll simply hit the yellow button here to bring up the timer options on it. And what we can do here is a timer list, and we've got a list of different programs, so you can actually look ahead and make sure there's no conflicts between what you time and what you've set up. Now, if I decided I didn't actually want to record that particular program, I can now at this point simply hit the green button, and that program is taken off the list of programs to be recorded. And that's it from beginning to end. We'll say the straightforward record facilities using the EPG function on it, and also then how to play back the tapes and playback stuff we've recorded at an earlier point, and also delete unwanted programs. So that's a full overview.